Once you are offered a settlement package, it leads to a lot of questions. Is the settlement fair? Should I talk to a lawyer? What do I do next? You can talk to a corporate lawyer, but I'm going to present you with another option offered by Dale Stoneman, who's with Legal Shield. Dale, tell us about Legal Shield.
Well, Legal Shield is a really great service that started over 50 years ago in the United States. I helped bring it into Canada 21 years ago because I saw the value in it. So it gives everyone affordable access to the legal system because, as you know, an hour of a lawyer's time costs a lot, but when that hour is paid for in an entire year, it makes sense. Correct?
Correct. And so just the nuts and bolts of it, Legal Shield is a subscription to a legal service. I think the entry level rate is $25 a month, and it gets you access to lawyers anytime you want them, correct?
Well, during business hours, they're regular lawyers, right?
Yeah, I just mean, you're not going to call them at 2 a.m, to ask them about your settlement package, but
No,
you do have access anytime.
Yep, you do. But if you do have an emergency situation and you're being arrested or detained, we do have 24/7 protection.
And you used Legal Shield when you were negotiating a settlement package in the past, correct?
I did. I was actually a single mom with 4 kids and a mortgage and a house, and I worked for the bank for a long time. I went to work one day. I'd been with them for about 10 years, thinking I was getting my mid-year review, and instead they gave me a handshake and said they didn't need my services anymore. Lucky for me, I had a legal service, a legal plan, so I called in, and I actually spoke to an employment lawyer for an hour and a half. And think about it, it cost me $1.13 that day, or $1.16 that day.
When you prorated it over the year?
Yes.
Right. And so, first of all, for somebody in this situation, you pay your monthly fee. You get access to a lawyer, which can help you negotiate your settlement package. And I have seen in the past, or have heard in the past, that sometimes the lawyer fees eat up the amount of settlement, the amount more that you get in a settlement package. So it can be an expensive proposition already. But then you have access to lawyers for the rest of the year, which will help you incorporate if you need to, will help you look at a job offer from somebody else. So you have for basically what you're paying for one lawyer's visit, you get access to lawyers throughout the year.
Yes, you do. Yeah. And the nice thing was, Craig, they also reviewed that package and make sure that I was protected. And then that was probably another hour on the phone. And I got some really great advice that I would have had no idea because I've never been downsized before. So I just found it was a tremendous help to me.
What other, for somebody in this position, other than just negotiating their package, what are some other advantages that Legal Shield can provide?
Well, it's really nice if you haven't updated your will and powers of attorney lately. It covers husband and wife. And so that's 2 wills and 4 powers of attorney, which is huge. And I don't know if you realize this or not, but 76% of Canadians do not have an updated will because it is a financial decision, right?
Right.
They can help you with an insurance claim if you're in a car accident. It's really unbelievable. People don't use lawyers, Craig, because it's a financial decision and they don't know who to call. And the other reason they don't use lawyers is because we were raised to go to a lawyer when you're buying or selling a home, or if you were updating your will or creating a will. But there's so many other reasons you should be talking to a lawyer whenever something is going on in your life. It can be as well as interesting as your child being bullied at school, actually, or you're trying a product, the company won't take it back. I've used it for some really neat things.
All right. Before we go full ad on Legal Shield here, which I, of course, invited with that question, the big thing for people in this situation is when you are evaluating your legal options, Legal Shield is an option for you that will help you both negotiate your package right off the bat and will be available to you throughout this process and whatever other processes you're going to run into as you carry on through this journey of going from losing your job into another job, starting a company, or whatever travails or opportunities you come into next.
That's correct. Craig, it takes that stress off of you about worrying about talking to a lawyer to make sure you know what your rights are, you've been given the right package, all of a sudden you have that option to look after yourself and your family, because it's very traumatic time for people.
Right. And like the old ads have said, you know, you're not just a customer. You liked the service so much that you became a representative here in Canada.
That's correct. Yes. Yeah. I actually was a rep before I got downsized. So I also had a plan B in place, and now I get to help other people put their plan B in place, right?
Dale, thank you so much. Really appreciate your time. I'm going to put all your contact information below this interview so that people will be able to get a hold of you if they are interested in Legal Shield, or even just to find out more. They can come to you with questions, correct?
That's correct. I love to talk to people first, right? It's a big decision. Everything's a big decision in life, right? I want to thank you very much for the opportunity, Craig. I really had a great time.
Well, I really appreciate you sharing your knowledge, and I think this can help a lot of people in a time when a lot of people need help.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dale.